Do not eat bread unless you know these 3 blood sugar secrets. Most people think bread is the enemy for diabetes, but here's the truth. It's not about bread, it's about how you eat it, because eating bread the wrong way can spike your glucose higher than candy. But if you use the right food strategies, the same bread can keep your blood sugar flat, naturally and fast. In this video, I'll reveal the 5 best food strategies to lower blood sugar spikes without cutting carbs. Here's how we'll break it down. 1. Low GI foods. The slower the carb, the flatter the blood sugar. 2. Resistant starch. Cold rice, potatoes, pasta with a secret twist. 3. Food order. Eat carbs last, not first. 4. Don't eat naked carbs. Always pair them with vinegar, oil, or fermented foods. 5. Fiber-rich foods. Nature's best blood sugar shield. Stick around because I'll also show you how these strategies connect to real clinical studies and how you can start using them today. Not all carbs are equal. Harvard's Dr. Ludwig showed that instant oats spike blood sugar way higher than steel-cut oats, even though it's the same food, same calories.
But they're actually the same food. They're just prepared differently, and this is what is called the food matrix. The way that the food is processed makes it easier to absorb, which has a much higher effect on the raising the blood glucose. And
that's the power of the food matrix. How processed a food is changes everything. Choose low GI foods, steel-cut oats, quinoa, barley, beans, whole fruits, and veggies. Here's a hack most people don't know. Cook and cool your carbs.
You take the bread, you can see that the area under the curve or the glycemic index are both higher. Glycemic index of 71. When you eat it with the butter or with olive oil, for example, you can drop it to 50, which is...
When rice, potatoes, or pasta cool down, part of the starch turns into resistant starch, which your body can't absorb as sugar. Think cold potato salad with vinegar or leftover rice turned into fried rice. Blood sugar spikes aren't just about what you eat, but the order.
Cook it and then cool it. When that starch recrystallizes, some of it becomes resistant starch, and what you see is that the blood sugar level...
Studies show that eating protein and vegetables first, then carbs at the end, can dramatically flatten glucose curves. So next time, start with chicken or salad. Save the bread or rice for last. Never eat carbs naked.
What happens is that by the time you get to the carbohydrates at the end of the meal, when it goes into the stomach, it's actually going to be mixed around with all those proteins and fats and vegetables and all that sort of thing. When the stomach pushes out a bolus of food into the intestines for it to absorb, there's a bit of protein, there's a bit of fat, there's a bit of carbohydrate. So therefore, that
bread alone spikes glucose, but bread with vinegar, olive oil, or fermented foods, the spike drops by up to 30%. Traditional habits like dipping bread in olive oil or eating pickles with meals. They're not just tasty, they're blood sugar hacks. Fiber is the unsung hero. It's a carb, but it's not absorbed. Fiber slows down digestion, feeds your gut microbiome, and smooths out glucose spikes. Load your plate with veggies, beans, lentils, apples, and berries. So, let's recap. 1. Low GI foods. 2. Resistant starch. 3. Carbs last. 4. Don't eat naked carbs. 5. Fiber-rich foods. With just these 5 strategies, you can lower blood sugar spikes naturally and fast without cutting carbs. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button because in my next video, I'll share the daily routine to completely crush blood sugar spikes.